both teams should actually secure a good side lane. So we're seeing this right now.
Yeah.
Esmeralda, good counter pick for this
Both
Uranus.
already.
But then again, yeah, but then Xborg is a good counterpart for this Esmeralda because of the true damage. What's good about Myanmar is they actually secured a tank. But then again, an answer to an answer for this three first picks of our teams. It's just the same. Two side laners and then a solid tanker. So the question is, who's gonna be the hyper carry for this both teams? Because the Ling and Claude is totally out.
Look at this, Malaysia
Ooh,
respecting
Natalia.
BK's Natalia's like, we don't want that anymore. That was not fun at all. While Myanmar says, you know what, Lancelot's one of the few good cores left here. Let's get him out. It's funny how the first phase of picks went. It felt like it was orchestrated, like a karate kata or like a taekwondo formation. Like both teams know exactly what's up, right? Side laner, tank. Side laner, tank. But now, as we come around, Malaysia picks up Zorn's is that Zorn? Yeah, that's Zorn's Farsa. And Myanmar here now has to make the decision. They're gonna pull the trigger first. Which core?
Yeah. Although for Malaysia earlier, they actually picked the same Farsa pick, so it wasn't effective for them. So I guess for Team Malaysia, it's gonna be again the Kimi. Speaking, I was talking about Malaysia, but I saw this Kimi and the Luoyi pick. These are the deadly heroes that we've mentioned for the duration or the totality of this Razer's Invitational. Luoyi was actually the talk of the town for the Group A. So we are seeing this right now from Myanmar together with the Kimi. Talk about damage. Talk about the DPS and the turret push prowess.
Yeah.
This Kimi has it. And for Malaysia, this is a bit of a gamble if they will go for the 1-1. But if it's gonna be the Hayabusa again. So yeah, a lot more gamble for Malaysia though, because this is just almost the same for the draft pick on game number 2 in terms of hyper carry.
Here's what I'm thinking. There's more than one way now for Myanmar to protect the Kimi, right? You have the Kufra, you have the Uranus that could stay in the back, and then you have the Luoyi. Like you can portal out, you can hit the diversion onto the.
They will advance for another game against Philippines, but then again, if they lose with this Hayabusa pick, this is gonna be the end of their journey for this Razer's Invitational.
Oh, will machismo be worth it when your tournament life is on the line? Can swag really overcome success? I'm not sure, but nonetheless, Team Myanmar here going up against Team Malaysia. It is going to be sudden death. An elimination here is imminent, ladies and gentlemen. Both teams staying to their side of the map for sure, and I think it's going to be Team Malaysia, Chantel, focusing on keeping Feeks healthy. They have to make sure that he gets his buffs.
Yeah, he needs to, because earlier the problem was actually he wasn't able to take the jungle against Myanmar. And what's good about Malaysia though, we haven't mentioned Rumpel for a quite period of time, but he is one good of an Atlas player here for Malaysia. So we need to see those kind of initiation plays where he takes 3, maybe 4 players against Myanmar, right then the Feather Edger goes in. But then again for Myanmar, they're actually answering the aggressiveness. Team Malaysia has to secure this one, or else Pix is going to be delayed.
Oh, it's happening again. Who got it? Oh, Hiccup took it. Hiccup took it. First blood here is going to be onto Sham. Ozaroveki gets it. Level 3 Tams. No need for no Inferno. We'll take it as it is. DK might be up next. Ozaroveki still has the jump. Still has his glaives with him. Throws it out and lets DK go. But I think in the long run, Feeks still needs his buff. Chantel, Feeks still needs his buff.
He actually needs it for him to be able to spam his skills here for his Hayabusa. We all know that this kind of heroes are actually dependent. It's like a Ling that has secluded, I guess, mobility as compared to that one. But then again, Malaysia, they took this first blood, which is actually good. It's just that it's the hyper carry that is being killed here. Myanmar. Nice setup play there, or pickup play there, coming in from Team Myanmar, actually taking down Fix. We mentioned earlier how the gravity of getting the hyper carry early on, or the early part of the game.
Yeah, and Feeks here not having a good time, and I think that is an understatement. Because 1, he lost out on his blue. 2, he died in about 2 minutes. Like, your core should not be doing that. And I think Team Malaysia here has quite the mountain to climb. Now Feeks back on the horse, just returning to mid lane, and he can't even cross the river. That's how scared Feeks is right now. And I think Team Malaysia, they really need to play it safe. And it's hard to say that because we're 3 minutes in. We're just 3 minutes in.
Yeah, and actually for Malaysia, I guess the offlaners and the side laners here need to step up. They need to force everyone out against Team Myanmar for them to be able to make space for this Hayabusa to go and get or actually recover from that death that he has. But then again, it's gonna be also the Veki being taken here by Myanmar, who said that they should step up. But then again, they actually picked off. But then again, here comes the feather airstrike by Soren. Sam actually dives in for him. He goes by the wings, and this is another yet buff that Malaysia has to secure. But Turtle is the priority here of Myanmar.
Ooh, Myanmar. Were they able to take it? Yes, they did. And again, Yellow Flash here has all the buffs he needs in the world. And let's look at the net worth here. 2100 on Yellow Flash, while Team Malaysia's Feeks, about 1800. He's down. And that machete, it's not even upgraded yet. So Feeks here, he's gonna find farm where he can. And up top, it looks like that's where he wants to pick it. He's going up against Royal Milk, but Royal Milk not gonna have any.
Yeah, and actually for Malaysia, that is a bit of a problem for them because right now we can see Myanmar actually zoning them. We have the Louis with that vacuum. You see the damage? That's actually against the thumbs. So that there alone, if you have that kind of damage and you have the DPS for the Kini, that is going to be a problem for Malaysia on this game. So far for Myanmar, they're up in terms of gold. And again for Malaysia, we need this side laners to actually step up for this Hayabusa to recover for this discrepancy in terms of gold. Again, here comes the damage. You have the vengeance for Ulcer Becky in the middle lane. Rumpel goes in for the backup, and they're gonna disengage. For Myanmar, what's good about this one is right after they clear a minion wave, they just go and go in for another objective, or maybe go on the top lane, or actually rotate against Malaysia.
Yep. And I think this is a practice in futility because Feeks should not be fighting Royal Milk. Now Royal Milk picks up the immortality. It's all the more worse for Team Malaysia because that X-Borg will just refuse to die. Now Lord Arts engaging with DK. Yellow Flash with the maximum charge. Wow. Team Myanmar bullying Malaysia out of their own lane up top. And Yellow Flash gonna be cutting this, waiting for the next wave to go for the push. And look at that, down bottom. That is Sham just working on that turret. Almost down, but look at this. Nice catch here by our Kufra DK. But Rumpel gonna go down, and almost is Feeks. Sham gonna try to get a bite on him, both using the Cyclone Eye, but Feeks gets it. Sham with the flicker and the Ionic Edge. Down goes Feeks. Another free turtle here for Team Myanmar.
This is what we were saying actually, Leo, on before the start of the game. We said that it will be difficult for this Hayabusa to actually burst down the heroes here of Myanmar. Imagine trying a shadow kill against the Uranus, even the expert that has the immortality. So I guess for Malaysia here, all they need to do is to go for the split push because Hayabusa, man, totally he doesn't have the damage here against Myanmar. For Myanmar though, what's good about this team is that they're just zoning the players. So they're just zoning players of Team Malaysia away. We can see right now Sam very deep in terms of the map here against Malaysia. They're just ready on taking this turrets down against Malaysia. So far from Myanmar, in terms of the turret push though, Malaysia is up because, or is ahead because they actually destroyed the turret on the middle lane or even on the top lane. So I guess for Malaysia, that is a bit of light for them onto this game.
Oh yes, for sure. And what's interesting here is possibly that is the key for Malaysia's victory. They can still win this if they play the split push game into the late game. But as I say, that Rumpel gets bursted down by this 3-man death squad from Myanmar. And Yellow Flash, just like in game number 2, has yet to die.
The damage is there for Yellow Flash. The TPS is just there. If you want to take down turret, just doing it. But then again, here comes a feather strike for Sorn. The damage is not enough, and actually Team Myanmar just backs away on that. When that is happening though, we have the Uranus just clearing the minion wave for Myanmar. It's not a solid push though, but then the mere fact that their minion wave is just flowing on the side lanes, that is already an edge for the team. Know that you have this Kim here, actually the Louis and the Kufra combo just rotating against Malaysia. The map vision is just there. It's difficult for this Forcer to go in for the feathered airstrike because he knows that there is a Kufra that is ready to dive in or to actually ready to counter him out.
Yeah, no, I think the key here is actually getting rid of Yellow Flash. But again, with the way that Malaysia's picking their fights, they're trading, but with the wrong people. Like Royal Milk here, just got rained down the ults upon. But again, discipline from Peaks. He did not pop the shadow kill, so that's something, right? But oh wow, Sham stole the purple from Lord Arts. There's
Man, that was maybe I guess the century. You are a Uranus. You don't have actually a damage. You're just relying on your skills, but you were actually able to steal a buff against an Esmeralda. So I guess for this one, Team Myanmar really is on the upper hand. You can see the damage there. For Sorn, he pops in this feather airstrike, but the damage is just not enough. We can see this level 11 players, Royal Milk and even Sam. Yellow Flash actually now at level 14. So see the level gap for these players, but then again for Team Malaysia, all they need to do is to go for the split push. If ever the split push gameplay is effective for them, that is going to be a difficult situation for Myanmar. Although for Myanmar, they're just taking advantage of this disadvantageous situation that Malaysia is facing through.
Yeah, no, Chantel, the thing here is the split push is essentially what you do when you're losing, right? So Team Malaysia, they have to understand that. They have to acknowledge the fact that they are behind. And then from there, they can make the decision and say, you know what, we're not going to pick fights. We'll play defensively. Feeks, you go split push. Because I think he's the only one who's capable of that, because he's the only one with an escape. But the thing is, that's your core. So you're already just burying yourself much deeper in defeat, because even your core is scared for his life. So with that being said, the map has turned blue here. Team Malaysia cannot find that window to split push in the past 2 minutes, and Lord is up now. Oh, at least they got something. Down goes Royal Milk. Finally, that's the X-Borg though. I'm pretty sure a lot of resources went into taking down all 4 of his life bars after the immortality, and now Cham just bullying Feeks.
Yeah, actually, this Fix here is in a complex situation. We know that Hayabusa needs to actually burst for the shadow kill, but then again, this is Uranus we are facing, or this is Uranus he's facing. We have the damage though for Sorn, but in terms of the gold lead, in terms of the item lead here of Myanmar, it's kind of difficult for Malaysia to actually burst the players of Myanmar. We have the Necklace of Durance plus a Winter Tension here for the Louis. Imagine the export having this immortality and even the Bloodless Axe. Actually, the top farmer for this game is 8k, so that is a bit of a gold lead against the Hayabusa, which still stands at 6.5k gold. Speaking of damage, for Team Malaysia, they are heavily relying for their finisher, which is fixed. Not unless they will go totally for the farce kind of burst. So again, Lord has been taken here. Oh, what a steal!
Oh, that death is all the more worth it, and he actually almost took down Yellow Flash. That was so close. And now Zorn, walking the other way, will not escape the wrath of Myanmar. That was our Lord, good sir. Why would you do that? 2 down for the price of the Lord. I'll take it. That is a Friday bargain, Chantel.
Yeah, thank God it's Friday for Team Malaysia after taking the Lord. that is actually a buy time for them to turn things around or even load their minion waves in an advantageous situation against Myanmar. So I guess for Myanmar, that kind of objectives, they need to secure that, or else Malaysia, they will have this Esmeralda scaling up his damage. So that is a problem for them. Although Figs, oh my god, he's gonna be killed here by the hands of Yellow Flash. The vacuum was just there, the damage was just there for Team Myanmar. We have the Lord being defended here by Myanmar. It's gonna be 11-2 for the score. Speaking of cold lead, we have 7.7k for this Hayabusa alone. But then again, it's gonna be a killing spree for Yellow Flash onto his Kimmy.
Oh no. I was gonna say one for the Lord, like Ozoroveki for the Lord, that's a good deal. But since one of the other heroes went down as well, like it's not worth it anymore. And just like that, Yellow Flash able to capitalize down bottom. There were less heroes in his face, hence he was able to punch in a little more. Now this turret is being threatened. Ozoroveki here caught out by Yellow Flash's bullets, and now that is actually a orange buff empowered Kimmy. And top taken down by Royal Milk. Now mid gonna follow through. Oh, Chantel, it's like game number 2 all over again. DK jumping in with the Tyrant's Rage. And up next is going to be Rumpel looking for the perfect Fatal Links. He actually used it on cooldown. Feeks here has the Shadow Kill. He needs to pop it, needs to press the button at the right time. Lord needs to get out of here. Flicker out is the Esmeralda. Delayed damage by Yellow Flash. Glowing Wand doing work. Royal Milk barely surviving. Rumpel taken out by Royal Flash. That's 2 down, 3 defenders left for Team Malaysia. Make that 2. Feeks and Ozoroveki, the only ones left. This is their last stand. Feeks takes out Royal Milk. Sam wants it.
Is down.
Yellow Flash with the help of Ionic Edge takes it. 1 defender left. It's Ozoroveki. A minion wave from top and bottom coming in. Hiccup taken out by Ozoroveki. It's a wipe. Yellow Flash is
it's a wipe, guys.
Myanmar is going to be moving on to the playoffs, and we have to say goodbye to Team Malaysia. Chantel, how intense was